Hi friends, Pam Shepherd with Pamela Shep Productions here, and I'm going to put my makeup on and have a talk with you. I've tried to do this video, but it's been really hard for me, so I thought I would do it today. It's quiet in the house, and so I'm going to go ahead and talk about what's going on while I put my makeup on. My as all of you know, or most of you know, my mother-in-law moved in. She's 95 and she moved in with us. She had fallen and hurt herself, and she's healing quite nicely. And we do have a little apartment for her out back, but she really prefers being in the house with us, which is fine. And then on May 25th, I was taking my grandson and 4 of his teenage friends fishing. I'm the fishing grandma. So I take them to their fishing, and they have so much fun and they enjoy it. And so we were gone, probably, 45 minutes away is where we were. And my baby brother, Johnny, he's 63. He was in a terrible car accident in 2020. And it broke his back and his neck and almost all of his ribs, and broke his back in several places and his ribs and his neck in several places. And he had to be intubated for, I think, 3 weeks or something like that. And so anyhow, he's been healing along the way. And then he, of course, he was in so much pain, so he had to take pain medication. So he's having a little bit of an issue with pain medication because, you kind of get hooked on them after that many years, because it's now 2025. Anyhow, he was struggling with that a little bit and everything, and he was having a hard time. But he was just this. Anyhow, on March or May the 25th. I got the call that my baby brother was not responding, and they were going to call the ambulance and everything. And so I got, just immediately started heading home as fast as I could with the boys. And then I called back, and they said, no, he's gone. He passed. And he was my baby brother. I'll put some pictures in this video of him. He was just one of the sweetest, kindest people that I know. He loved my children and everybody else's children. And if he knew that I was taking, even when my kids were little, he was just so sweet and kind. And my grandbabies, he was so sweet and kind to them. And if he knew they were coming to his house, well, he would make sure and have some red licorice for one of them. And then the other one really liked blueberries. He would make sure and have blueberries and ice cream for her. And he was just so thoughtful and so sweet in that way. Always a kind man. I wanted to do a quick little insert here and say there were 7 kids in my family. My oldest sister, Diane, she is 75, and she's got some health issues. She does help us with Papa, but she's got to take care of herself for sure. The second in line was my sister Elaine, and she had a heart attack at 42 and she passed away at 47. The third one in line is me. I'm 71. Then my brother David is a year and 4 days younger than me. He has Parkinson's, and he's really pretty feeble right now. So he's 70. And then my sister Brenda, which was my bestie in the whole world, I told you that she passed away at 59. She found out she had colon cancer on a Friday, and she died the next Friday, and my whole world just fell apart. That was 2017 when she passed. And then the next one in line is Tommy, my brother Tommy. And I think he must be 65. And then there was baby Johnny, 63. So we all had such a fun loving childhood, and we had a good life, a good fun life. So, but anyhow, I wanted to insert that part of our family so we've lost 3 of our siblings. So, and so when he passed, you know, like I said, he was only 63, and it was really tough. I was just so heartbroken. I'm getting some brushes out. But also, he lived with my papa. Now, he's actually my stepfather. He married my mother in 1970. And so they were married for, you know, ever and ever, a long time. And then my mama passed away in about 2015. My mama passed away of Parkinson's. And so he's always been Papa to us. And my baby brother told my mom, he promised her that he would take care of Papa. So he has lived with Papa in his house all these years. Papa is now 102. He was a World War vet. And he's just, he's an amazing guy. I mean, he still has all of his right mind about him. And up until just about maybe 2 years ago, he was bringing in his own firewood. And, you know, he's just an amazing guy. He's getting a little bit feeble now. He's having a harder time standing up and walking around. You know, he does have to have a cane all the time. So anyhow, when Johnny passed, Papa had to be cared for. So my brother Tommy and I are pretty much the ones taking care of him. We take turns going out there and spending the night with him. Of course, I have Granny Rose here, and you know, taking care of her, and and then I have grandbabies, and so Papa lives about, I'm gonna say 10 or 12, maybe even 15, I guess 15 miles from me. And so, you know, we'll make him pot of beans or some potato soup and different things and take it. And then my brother and I are taking turns spending the night out there with him. And so, I don't know. I've been a little bit of an emotional wreck. I miss my brother so much. He was, you know, he was so sweet and kind, and he kept saying, I want everybody to go to heaven. I want to have my names in the Lamb's Book of Life. And, you know, he was really trying to learn about God so much. We, of course, grew up in church and learning God and memorizing scriptures and stuff my whole life growing up. And, but anyhow, he, you know, he would say he was having a little bit of problems with having panic attacks, and so he would call me sometimes in the middle of the night and say, Pam, I gotta have you. So I would jump in the car and take off and go to their house, and I would stay with him till he felt okay, you know. And so anyhow, it's been quite a time in our lives, you know. Sometimes I feel like I don't even have time to grieve that he's gone, because I got so much going on and that I need to tend to and take care of. And I have my grandbabies, and I love and adore them, and I want to, you know, spend time with them. I love them so much, and it's so fun to be with them. And I have the one little granddaughter that wants to sew, and so she told me, you know, Grammy, she wants me to help her make a little skirt thing for her stitch stuffy. And so we're working on that a little bit, but I just had the hardest time trying to do this video. I don't even know exactly why. I feel, I don't even know how I feel. I feel a little bit lost and overwhelmed. And we have a van that in fact, we went camping. My daughter said, Mom, you guys just go camping and I'll stay with Granny. And it was somebody else's turn to be with Papa. So I said, okay. So we went camping to one of the places that we love the most. And one of the things, my husband's not really one to play games a lot, but we were playing skip-bo. And I just broke out in tears. I said, this just isn't the same. I think I just need to go home. So we did. We started home and our van quit working. Just stopped alongside of the road, and the guy stopped to help us, and he jumped it and everything, but it wouldn't stay running. So it ended up being the alternator. So we had to go back to the campground because we did have it reserved for that night, for a couple more nights. And then we ended up having to push the van to get the van all the way there. And I don't know. So we finally got that all settled and got home. And John, my husband's really smart. He he rigged up 2 of the 6-volt batteries and put them in the floorboard of the car and ran the whatever those called, jumper cables to the other battery, so we could make it home. And it died right at the front, right as we pulled into the front, and then it quit working. So, and my husband is certainly not a mechanic, but him and my son and another guy that works with him, they actually were able to put in a new alternator. And then my car was having some issues. And all this is all happening at the same time, almost the same day. In fact, that Friday, then we had to take my car in because it had a exhaust leak, and they had to fix that, which didn't amount to much, but they got it all fixed. And anyhow, I just wanted to let you know I'm okay, and that's why I haven't been doing videos, is because I've just been kind of weepy, and I don't know. My brother was sweet. He was such a sweet, kind man, and he was only 63, and I really miss him. And I know it's okay to grieve, but I just I'll put some pictures in here. He was so sweet and kind and gentle. Every time he came over, he'd have me cut his hair, and he'd always bring me a Diet Coke because he knows I love Diet Cokes. And he'd ask me if I want him to bring me lunch. And so my brother Tommy and Johnny were just 2 years apart, and it was always Tommy and Johnny. They were the babies. And so Tommy and I are trying to hang in there, and I don't even know if we've been able to grieve. That may be part of it. But, and as you can see, I have my popcorn machine back here now. It used to be out in the sunroom, and we moved Granny Rose's bed and everything in there so that she could be over there. And I don't even really know what I was gonna say, but I still put makeup on. I even put makeup on when I go camping. And one of these times I'll do a video of me putting makeup on. And so some of you have wondered where I've been. That's where I've been. I have been doing a little bit of quilting. I can't seem to keep my mind on it. I was going to try to do one with a kind of a new pattern, but I couldn't keep my mind on the pattern. And so I thought, okay, I've just got to do one that's just gentle and easy and that I could just do. And I brought a sewing machine downstairs so that I could be down here with Granny and the kids and everybody. But anyhow, make sure, and one nice thing is I always told my baby brother, I love you so much every time we talked. So make sure and tell people that you love them so much, because you don't know when they're gonna go. I'm 71. I've been remembering all. We always took care of him. We spoiled him rotten, actually. He became a grown man, couldn't hardly do anything for himself. My daughter even said, Mom, I even have to order pizza for Uncle Johnny. He doesn't even know how to order pizza. Because he was so cute, and we spoiled him rotten. But anyhow, I know that many of you have lost loved ones that are so dear to you, and I'm certainly not in this alone. And I have a wonderful family. I have wonderful children, and my husband is very sweet and understanding, and you know, there's different things that you have to deal with. And his daughters are, for the most part, he has one that's, but his other daughters are so sweet and kind, and they did the most beautiful memorial for him. And I mean, it was just beautiful and first class. And but that's where I've been. And I'm sorry, I can't even finish my makeup right now, but I have to, because I have to take Papa to a foot doctor. So I got to go pick him up and then take him to Roseburg and then take him back. And tomorrow is Granny Rose's hair appointment. And so I do have to put my makeup on and put me some jewelry on and keep going. And but anyhow, God bless you, and have a happy, wonderful day. Try to, I guess we all need to just try to find something wonderful in a day, and hug and kiss those that you love. Tell them you love them. And I'll talk to all of you later, okay? Okay, bye-bye.